I don't want to talk about COVID-19, the pandemic, or mask mandates. So I won't! Let's talk about traffic. Did you know the first speed limit law was established in Connecticut way back in 1901? Highway speeds were limited to 15 miles an hour, while city limits were set to 12 miles an hour. 12 miles an hour! That's nuts. 12 miles an hour is not that fast. It's not.
Hey, you're at 12.
It was hard to enforce such a law since authority figures didn't have those fancy radar guns that work with pure magic. There was a pretty good deterrent preventing people from speeding, however, and that was in the form of a $200 fine, which translates to nearly $6,000 in today's money. You know it's really easy to see if someone is doing or not doing today? That's right! Speeding! 'Cause magic.
Lightning!
We live in the balmy state of southern Canada and have some wicked weather every now and then. Even without polar vortexes or flash freezing rain, did you know the state of Minnesota has nearly 150 casualties from speed-related accidents every year? Now, I know what you're thinking.
Dude, the state of Minnesota has like 5.6 million people. 150 deaths per year from speed-related accidents doesn't even make up 1% of the state's population.
That's right. But you know what does make up more than 1% of the 1% of the state's population? The number of drivers arrested for DWIs. 22,521 in 2021, to be exact.
What dog? When was there a dog? When was there a dog?
Why would someone drive while drunk or impaired in any other way? Surely that would be a recipe for disaster. You'd be right. In 2017, law enforcement agencies made nearly 1 million arrests for DUIs in the US, and 75% of those arrested were men. Boys will be boys, right?
No.
And hey, you know what? That's your right. You should be able to drive drunk or impaired because, it's your life. Who are you really putting in danger anyway? It's just you, most of the time. So what if you ding your car or hit a tree? Surely you've got the money to pay for the damages. It's your choice. But there's a catch, isn't there? Not only does alcohol-impaired driving account for more than 30% of all driving fatalities each year, but around 2 million drivers in car accidents,
Even those that have nothing to do with alcohol impairment.
Whoa, what is that?
That's a boat cleat.
Part of a boat cleat. I think the rest is in my brain.
experience permanent injuries every year. Permanent. For life. And I'm not talking about Sharpie permanent markers permanent. I mean, those injuries will be with those drivers till the day they die. Or until they fork over all of their life savings, some more in crippling debt to banks and insurance agencies that don't care, their first child, their left big toe, and the first bite of every bowl of ice cream they have for the rest of their lives to get said permanent injury mostly fixed. But, not mostly. Because it still hurts if you miss a dose of your painkiller and don't go to physical therapy. That person's life has been permanently altered. The lives of people in that person's life have been permanently altered. The children of the mother and father that died in one of those DUI-related crashes? Yup, their lives have been permanently altered.
Hey now, that's not my problem. When I drive, I don't speed or drink, or text, or watch Linus Tech Tips on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. But that doesn't matter. Just because you don't, doesn't mean that big truck with the off-brand Punisher cop window decal flying 27 different types of defeated Nazi Confederate flags behind you doesn't. By the way, did you know the Punisher hates cops that think he's a hero? Literally, he said, and I paraphrase, "Any cop that thinks I'm right or wears my mark will soon find that I'm coming for them."
'Cause, the dude's a maniacal serial killer. Stop flying his flags, dummies. God damn.
All in all, what I'm trying to say is...
Fuck the police!
do your best. We don't live in a communist state. We aren't being tracked by government drones.
Not actively, at least.
The government is literally in place to help us. Though, the way the last administration was handled, you'd think the government was trying to help people of a certain color that think a certain way. These laws and regulations are in place to try and help us, and maybe prevent further loss of life. Do your best to slow down, be alert and aware, wear your seatbelt, and please only drive with a valid driver's license. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.